So, according to Ben Hogan, Wild Bill Melhorn was the best ball striker that he'd ever seen in his entire life. Ben Hogan wished he could hit balls like Wild Bill Melhorn. I was blessed to learn pretty much most of what I know today from him, and fortunately I've lived in this modern world where there's been all kinds of different theories in the world of golf that I've been blessed to learn as well, which helped me adopt my own style, taking some of what you guys call old school and implementing it with new school, and also implementing it into a way to find out which way is best, or is it a mixture? What's the best way to help somebody score their ball? That's what it's all about for me. I don't really care if it's my way or your way or this opinion or that book or that book, but here's Wild Bill Melhorn. Every single thing you got to do is naturalness. Nothing is torqued out. Nothing is stack and tilt. Nothing is X factor. Everything is body and arms in beautiful harmony with one another. I'm demonstrating right now. Everything is inside the barrel. There's no reverse C's in his series. There's none of that. Everything is, what way would your body most naturally work? Even at the start point, everything is natural. The way you clap your hands, there's a very natural point of impact. Your hands, everybody's hands opposes one another at the moment of impact. Nobody seems to fail on hand clapping because it's a natural place. As natural as that is when you're clapping your hands, it should be that natural when you hold a club. And yes, there is a way to put your hands on the club, but that would be a long story, but it's opposing one another. Check it out. So if you could grip it good, aim it good, posture it good, that'd be a long story. And then understand naturalness, which also includes ear to ear. This is a beautiful thing, and then reach it out, but nothing is stiff, nothing is locked, and there is such a thing as the natural point of the bottom of your arc. The club naturally bottoms out somewhere for everybody's swings. So I'm going to wait for a golfer to get off this tee, and I'm going to walk through these balls, clipping grass the way Wild Bill Melhorn taught me and many other players how to hit their ball. So there is such a thing as the natural point of the bottom of the arc, and that's where one ought to play their ball with ease of motion and the body and arms in harmony. And yes, pivot, 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 not keep your left heel on the ground, and how much can you turn your shoulders and how little can you turn your hips and stretch it and make some more torque. Not like that at all. It's naturalness. Boom, bam, boom, bam, boom, bam. And the ball's just in the way of what you are good at. Bam. And the ball goes a particular distance, and you can change the size of your swing, and you can start having practice swings that are of great value to your real shot. Those were my practice swings. This is my attempt at a copy. That's how easy golf could get. Let's call it ease of motion. Let's call it naturalness. And let's call it body and arms in harmony with one another. I'm speaking for and on behalf of my friend who's up in heaven smiling down upon us, best ball striker in the world in the history of golf, Wild Bill Melhorn.
Pretty nice pattern over there, Kent.
Yeah, I could have done better, but I had it in kind of some deep grass right there. Normally I put it on more normal turf, but we do encounter rough. Next week what I want to do is go a little deeper on Wild Bill Melhorn and how we implement some of his ideas into a lot of the modern world techniques.
Yeah, so couple questions, because This is one of the questions I asked you that you really helped me with. And when you're finding that natural point of the bottom of your arc.
Right.
That's not the same for every club. May or may not be.
It's true, and there's another thing. We build our swing and play our ball where your natural point of the bottom of the arc is at the time as you build and grow. So we do learn a very user-friendly ease of motion up and down the plane golf swing with that naturalness. But yes, the longer the club, the more forward in your stance the club belongs. And the interesting thing, the way I learned it from Wild Bill Melhorn, is that we used to play one irons, by the way, you know that, and a lot of balls and wooden clubs. The one iron bottoms out with a perfect on-plane path, and he likes on the way back, forth, same spot on the turf, on the way back, forth, same place, same depth to the depth of the bottom of the ball. That's another long story.
First drill you taught me, though.
Okay.
Grass clipping.
So now we know we're on plane and on the arc, and we have some mirror drills, and we have a lot of things, but laser drills that you can tell if you're on plane or whatever. The 1-iron for most great players bottoms out perhaps a half of an inch forward of the 60-degree lob wedge, so everything is in between. So yeah, the longer the club, the more forward, but it's so barely per club that it's unbelievable. So the problem is amateurs wonder why you can't hit long irons, but they've heard that the ball goes more forward with a longer iron, so they play it way more forward.
And you chunk
How
it.
in the world? Well, or you swing left, or you lean in, or you do what you come up with unique, innovative ways.
You make it hard. You make it really hard.
But and then you wonder, well, the guy, why am I doing this? Why am I swinging? Like, well, let's move the ball to where it long story, but the natural point of the bottom of the arc based on your swing path being where your swing path belongs. You got to use to playing the ball there, but people don't like the way it looks because they played it over there for years. It's such a long story, but what a battle.
No, but it's really good. One thing that has really helped me a lot is by doing the grass clipping drill. I think I don't know if that's what the official name is.
Grass clipping drill.
But one thing that it's helped me with is, some days I'll go to the gym and I'll work my legs hard, and then my body's tight, and so for whatever reason my body might not be functioning or behaving like normal. But while I'm waiting on my playing partners or the group ahead of us, I can just get out there and clip back and forth and clip and see what it's giving me for that day. Because I've noticed some days when my body's tight, I may have the ball back, a ball in my stance, because that's where
your
for
move
that
changed
day,
a little bit.
That's because maybe my next step as I get older. So a lot of these things this drill, this in and of itself has really helped me a lot.
Check this out too. Just check it out. This is worthy. This club behind the neck drill goes deeper than that, and I'm going to use the words that he used to use for me, which really changed my life. And that's not counting the mirror drills and being on plane and the whole thing, but it's a simple drill teaching you how to get your back to the target. That's a 90-degree turn without saying it, and your front to the target, and your weight in the back foot. Transfer your weight, and your weight on the left foot while your back is to the target and your front is to the target. And he called it left knee works inward. It's a pivot, he called it also. And right knee works to the target, back to the target, front to the target, weight on the back foot, weight on the front foot, left knee works inward, right to the target, a move that everyone can make. And check this out, because I'm going to go golfing with it. Back to the target, front to the target, weight on the back, weight on the front, left knee inward, right knee to the target on some kind of one. And this 1-2 part is your 1-2 count for the rest of your life. And if you could do that, and then you could do this, then you could find out where does it bottom out doing this, and this gets so user friendly, and you become a really good player really quick, and everybody can do this drill. Wow. So that's what it is. And then with that, watch out world.
Phenomenal. And you make it look easy, and I will tell you pros and joes that this drill, if you do it, if you practice this drill, you will become really good at clipping your grass, at knowing and not having to struggle and hit.
It's over.
And the naturalness of this drill makes golf a lot easier. And when I get into bad habits and the old guy comes out, that it's really easy for me to just clip some grass. And it takes all the tension out of my swing. It's that naturalness, back to the target, chest to the target. Like, I've watched you teach kids, you've taught me, and that's Wild Bill Melhorn stuff.
Wild Bill Melhorn. And then maybe next week or soon, coming up soon, short game with Wild Bill Melhorn. It's awesome. I love the way Tiger Woods, I love the way Jason Day, I love the way Paul Azinger, Fred Couples, Phil Mickelson, Seve Ballesteros, Chichi Rodriguez, Raymond Floyd. I love the way they play short game shots, and I love that they have different opinions and theories on how one should play a given shot. But I love exploring the optional ways to do things. But the thing I love most of all is what I learned from Wild Bill Melhorn on short game, especially sand play. wow, it gets exciting. There's so much room for error in golf if you just knew it. But, you know, there's got to be a willingness to explore the possibilities of different ways to do things till you can find out maybe there's an easier way. That's what I'm all about.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, Pros and Joes, Kent Chase Golf, Faith Over Fear series. You guys asked for a little bit of Wild Bill Melhorn content, and we're going to give that to you. So when you watch our weekly podcast every Monday night, check us out. If you have questions or things that you would like to learn, some fundamentals of golf that the master himself, Kent Chase, can teach you, check us out. Ask those questions. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Take care.
Wow, thank you very much. And you saw it live on Sports. Thank you, Mr. Brendan Zastro. You're awesome.